Hi everyone, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's time for Stamping with Denise. I'm so happy to be with you here tonight. I missed you last week. I had other obligations, wasn't able to be here, but I'm so glad to be back with you tonight. A little bit of Stampin' Up business. First of all, you have until the end of the month to redeem any of your bonus coupons you might have earned during July. Stampin' Up would have emailed you the codes at the point that you entered your order. So you need to find those codes, make sure you use them. If you're coming to my class, bring them to class and we'll apply them to your order. If you didn't get the email, you're going to need to call Stampin' Up and check on those, okay? I've seen some where some people haven't received them. And be sure and check your spam folder just in case. Number 2, there is also going on until August 31st, a designer series paper sale. Certain packs from the annual catalog are 15% off. Those packs that are on sale are Bright and Beautiful, Countryside Inn, Country Lace, Country Woods, Full of Life, Lily Pond Lane, Mediterranean Blooms, Perennial Lavender, Take to the Sky, Thoughtful Journey, To Market, Unbounded Beauty, Wildly Flowering, and Winter Meadow. So now is a great time to stock up on your designer series paper. So, a little bit of Stamping with Denise. Housekeeping first, please. If you like my video, please share my video, comment, share down in the comments, and you could be chosen to win the project I'm working on tonight. Last week, if you remember, I made this cute angle cut card, super simple to make, and because she shared my video and she commented, I entered her name and she was randomly drawn. That's Patricia Miller. She'll be getting this card. So Patricia, I will get this card out to you as soon as possible. I just thought too I'd show you after I got off the live, I made this card the same way. I'm using the same stamp set, but use that cute butterfly stamp in that stamp set. So I just thought I'd share that with you. If you can't share, I understand, no problem. Would you give my video a heart? Facebook likes the hearts better than the thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. I appreciate that. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, welcome. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. And once you do, click that little blue bell and you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, which will be most Monday evenings. Okay, business is done. Now we're going to get to the creating part. Let me switch to my hands, and there we go. Tonight's another fun fold. I've used a variety of stamp sets. I don't usually like to do that, but it's just kind of the way it worked out. But I just thought this was a great fold. I don't know what it's called, and but I think it's good, especially if you need room for more people to sign a card. I mean, people could sign on this side, people could sign up here, people can sign down here. Maybe it's somebody's birthday in the office or something like that. So I'm going to show you how to make it. It's super simple, not hard. Like I said, I did use several bundles and stamp sets, but you know what? Use what you got. Use what you got. So let's go through those. First of all, whoops, those don't go together. It's this one. First of all, I use the birthday cake from Attention Shoppers, and that was all I used out of that. Okay, the Celebrate You and the die is from the Iconic Imagery bundle. This is an online exclusive that came out, was it the 1st of July? I think so. And it's great for all sorts of seasons. We have little trees that could be used for Christmas. We've got some stars, some hearts, some leaves for fall. You have candles for birthday. And I like these kind of stamp sets where you can kind of make your own greeting. Like this could be grateful for you. In my card, I did Celebrate You. You could say Grateful for the Season. I think the only thing I would have added to this is the word and. Because you could do peace and joy for you. But anyway, oh, there's an and right there. What do you know? Peace and joy for you. So anyway, I just thought, you know, we've got snowflakes for winter. We've got a little greenery. We have some leaves that certainly can be fall. And it has some great dies that go with it. And use this big die for my sentiment. And then just for the inside of my card, remember I'd used the Let's Eat Cake. I thought it worked out really well with this cake down here. So let me put that in there. Let me show you how this all goes together. It's super, super simple. Let me see. Okay. So here is my card base. I have used Misty Moonlight. It's 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half, okay? There's my bone folder here. There we go. Oh, and I have received my copy of the mini catalog, the fall mini catalog that comes available to customers here. There's so much cute stuff in it. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Okay. Here I'm busy just going at it. Okay, so we're going to use my, because we have to put a score line for this crease here. So we are going to score this at, let me get my numbers here. We're going to score this, hold on. Let me pull it up here. At 2 1/8 right here. And then we would also then score it at 4.5. But I've 4 1/4. Okay. All of a sudden it wasn't matching up. Okay, and that's where I've already creased it, so we're good there. And so that's the half, and that's the half there. But that does not look right. I am going to go get another piece of cardstock. I scored that wrong. Or did something wrong there. Hold on. Be right back. Okay, we're back here. I think this piece of paper has score lines on it, not what I wanted. Just one of those days. Okay, I'm back. Got a clean, fresh piece of cardstock, and I'm going to cut this. It's 8.5 wide. I'm going to cut it at 5.5, so it's in the middle. Okay, now we are going to score this at, let me make sure, score at 2 1/8. So I think I scored it 2 1/4. It's supposed to be 2 1/8. But you know what? It's okay. I'll use the paper for something else, the cardstock. And 4 1/4. There we go. Let's see. You know, you just have those days. Yeah, it's just one of those. What can I say? So I think we're going to be good here now. Okay, we are back on track. There we are. Yay. Perfect. Okay. Now I have 2 pieces of Designer Series paper. These are 2 by 5 3/8. And these are from the Bright and Beautiful pack of Designer Series paper. This carried over from last year, and I'm so glad it did because it's got great patterns, and it's one of the ones that's on sale. So if you like this, pick it up. It's a great kind of versatile, and let me make sure my size is right before I put ink or adhesive all over it. Yep, there we go. I don't know, it's still fairly warm here. It's really hard to get into the spirit of Christmas, you know, when it's this warm. And so anyway, and there's a couple holidays before that. We've got Halloween, and we have Thanksgiving yet, and my birthday before we even get to Christmas. So anyway, so there's that. Perfect. Now I'm going to get a piece of white, Whisper White cardstock. This is the stuff that's got 40 sheets in it. You know, we have two different, basic white, not Whisper White. We have two different weights of basic white. We have the thinner stuff like this, which is good for layers. Then we have stuff that's heavy like this for like cardstock. It is cardstock, and it's meant for bases. So you really don't want to use the lighter stuff for your card base because it's just too flimsy, okay? This piece of basic white is 10.5 by 4, and I've already scored it at 4 1/4. Now, before I adhere it, I am going to stamp my inside greeting. Oops, sorry. Oh, okay. I'm going to do this first, make sure I get it where I want it. And you know what? I'm getting a lot of extra ink. I want to clean this off just a second, because I did that before. Where's my chamois? I did this when I stamped on my sample, and I want to make sure I don't do that again. So this is, my berry burst is very juicy. So I want to be careful. I'm going to make sure it's all okay. It's well inked, but I don't have a lot of ink in other places. So sorry if my head's getting in the way here. I'm trying to. I smeared it a little bit. Okay, and see, this is exactly why, because now I can flip it over and I can stamp on the other side. We're going to try this one more time. I think that was a little bit of water from when I cleaned it off. Let me, one more time. Let's ink up again. I'm not completely inked up. It's one nice thing about photopolymer stamps. It's really easy to see if you have your whole stamp inked up, because you can see right through it. There we go, much better. The Let's has a little bit of a problem, but I'm not even concerned about that one. You know what? I'll leave this open. We'll go ahead and do our other stamping too. We're going to go ahead and use Celebrate. I have gone ahead and cut out my banners. Again, this was using the stamps, the dies that go with the iconic Imagery bundle. It's this one. It's great. So let's see. Sometimes when you're trying to avoid getting a lot of ink on something, you don't get enough. So let's try this one. There's Celebrate. Okay. Hold on here, folks. Okay, now I have you. I'm going to just put that right down here. Perfect. Yay, we're all done with that stamping. I have one more thing to stamp. I guess we'll go ahead and do that and then be done. And that is my birthday cake. Yay. So let's get that inked up. we will have to die cut this one out. Nice. Okay. Put this over here. There we go. Now we're done stamping. I am, let me put that right there, going to color this in. And let's see, I used the dark Daffodil Delight for the flames. And I did that before I colored my cake. And I know they kind of, the flames and the cake kind of look the same color, but they're not. Okay, then I use a little bit of Wink of Stella on them just to give them a little bit of glimmer. You won't be able to see it on the camera, probably, but let me see. I don't know if you can see it. It is there. There we go. We saw it a little bit. Anyway, I like that little bit of extra. Then I am going to color this in. This is Berry Burst. Let's see, which one is it? This is the light Berry Burst. And again, when I was choosing colors, I just picked colors out of the Designer Series paper, okay? So I did look at my color coach that I've showed you before, but it didn't give me colors here, so that's why I just pulled these colors out. And then this is the dark lemon lolly, which is for the rest of the cake. You know, I didn't want green on my cake, so that's why I just kind of went with the lemon lolly here. Then we will die cut this out. Probably should have cut it out before I colored it. There we go. Okay, let me bring my mini cut and emboss machine in. Let me get my plates out of here. See, I always store mine upside down. It helps them stay flat. Look how nice and flat they are. I mean, they're just a little bit warped, not near like they would be otherwise. So, let me find my die. Here we go. Get a little piece of washi tape here. Gotta love my washi tape. Let's see if I can get this started here. There we go. There we go. Okay, all of our, now we're pretty much just down to assembly. Okay, so I am going to put this on the inside here, and see where I stamped initially was on the back. And so nobody's ever going to see it. So that's one thing to learn. If you can ever stamp before assembly, I highly recommend that you do that. Just for that reason. Otherwise, if I'd already put it in here, it would have been a mess to try to get it out and get it get it out off without tearing up the base and maybe even having to start over. So this way, all I had to do was flip it over. So I am going to attach my birthday cake down here. And you're probably like, well, why didn't you just stamp here and color? Because blends bleed through. And so if I had stamped on here and colored it in, we would have seen all of this mess right here. And I didn't want that to show. So that's why I decided to put it on a separate piece and to just die cut it out. Okay, so I'm going to put them on dimensionals. This card's a little bit, you know, it's got some extra thickness to it, but I don't think this contributes that much, and I'm not doing it on the top layer, I'm doing it on the lower layer, if that makes sense. Okay. Let me get my reverse tweezers here. Let's close this up. Put this right here. Perfect. Okay, that's in spot. Now, for the Celebrate You, remember I have cut one of these little banners out of Berry Burst. I'm going to use it like a frame because I just felt like it needed something to make it pop. It kind of didn't look right. So, I'm going to take this, I'm going to cut this in half. And then I am going to adhere it to the back of my sentiment, like that. Okay, so let's do this. Whoops. I don't want it that close to the edge. There we go. I like that I can kind of move the adhesive over a little bit. Okay, so I kind of want to make this even, like so. I guess I didn't need to move that. We're going to do the same thing over here. And I'm keeping it up here so that I don't risk any of it showing as I place this. And that looks pretty even top to bottom. So there we go. Yay! Now the only thing I have to deal with is the back. Normally, if I was just putting this on the front of the card like this, I wouldn't worry about it. But since this is going to show, I don't want people to see that. On this one, I took another white one. So I can either put another white one or I can put one in Berry Burst. I know what that looks like. Let's see what this looks like. I mean, it really doesn't make any difference. I don't think. Kind of like the white better, to be perfectly honest, I think. So we're going to do that. I'm going to put that on the back. But I'm going to have the good side show. You know that when you have a die cut, there's usually a right side and a wrong side. I'm going to have the good side showing out like that. And then that'll cover up all of that. So, like I said, that's one of those things. Normally, this wouldn't be an issue. But because you're going to be able to see the back of this, there we are. It does add a little bit of weight and heft to it. So, okay, now we're going to put this on here. We want to make sure we don't want to put adhesive on this part of our sentiment because we don't want it to stick to this. We only want to put it over here. So I'm going to, it's about there. Go. There we are. That looks pretty centered. There we go. There, perfect. Yay. Now what we need to do is put some embellishments on, and I am using the Adhesive-Backed Sequins Trio. I believe these carried over from the last catalog also. I've had them in my drawer a long time, so I tend to think they did. So let's put some sequins on here and see what we like here. I'm going to kind of do it where I've got my other ones. I'm going to just use small ones. And there you go. There you go. We are all done. Great card. Celebrate You. Again, if it's not a birthday, maybe it's a retirement or a promotion or something like that, you could put a different sentiment there or a different focal image there. So, and I really like this bundle because it is so versatile. And I love this font that Celebrate is written in. And I just thought, since I had a birthday cake out here, this Let's Eat cake was perfect for this card. So I hope you like this. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I will be back next Monday evening with Stampin' with Denise. Bye, everybody.